All right, welcome back, y'all, and happy Thursday. Today, we're going to be talking about Arion Carter as a high school prospect. What did all the major sites have him graded out as? What were our grades for him on this channel? And has he lived up to it? Where does he need to maybe get better at? And what do I see him looking like in 2025? As always, please do us a favor. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Shouts out to my dog, MG Wade, longtime friend of this channel, for recommending this video to us on Patreon. Y'all can do the same thing for free. Patreon.com/Bluechip Breakdown. We also have extra podcast for free. We have group chats and all of that for free. And if you want to do the paid membership, we're giving you some inside information that nobody else is going to be giving to you. You can get a 7-day free trial of that as well. But let's go ahead and jump into this thing, man. So AC, this is his profile with Rivals/On3, and listed at 6 feet tall, 205 pounds. 4-star linebacker from Smyrna, Tennessee. Now, he started off as a 3-star running back. He chose Memphis, backed out of that his senior year once he started to get all these offers to play at linebacker. Now, he's still new to playing linebacker. I think that was like his first year really playing at backer. He might have been playing safety before, something like that. But these are all of his, rankings and stuff with the major sites. We had him as a 5-star coming out of high school, but just super talented player. You rarely will ever see players their senior year getting these types of offers. Whenever I say he literally could have went wherever he wanted, he could have gone anywhere. But it came down to these 3 programs, obviously us, Alabama, that's with Coach Saban, and then those Buckeyes. So he took OVs to all 3 of those programs, chose our Tennessee Volunteers. That was a very smart choice on his side. These are his stats as a freshman with Tennessee. So he had like 116 snaps as a freshman, missed half of the season with the shoulder surgery, right? So did a really, really good job. Listed at 205 with On3. He was probably bigger than that once he got up on campus. I'm thinking 210, 215. But by the time the season started, he was like 235 plus. So close to 240. Gained too much weight, way too quick. We're going to take a look at his high school film. His speed was the main thing that, I felt confident with, just because he had a tremendous skill set. Either way, these are his stats. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't great, but that's only half of what it would have ended up being if he could have played a full season. But last year, 2024, as a sophomore, led the team in tackles with 68. I could easily see him getting up to triple digits this year. He had a pick versus Florida. We'll also see that. But just a all-around very good player. I feel like he's gotten better and better. One of the other things, too, y'all, is that whenever he came in, we had a different linebackers coach. That was Coach BJ. Now it's Coach Inge, and I loved Coach BJ. He's at Michigan now. I think he's a really, really good coach. But Coach Inge, just as far as teaching, he's on a totally different level, and you can tell, like, once we get into the film of his college snaps, you'll be able to tell. It's not just because he was new to playing linebacker, he's still getting acclimated, but also, just because Coach Inge breaks things down, I think, in a way that these types of players can grasp. But the reason that we had AC as a 5-star player, actually, I think he was the first, film breakdown, the first video period that we did on this channel, was because looking at his skill set, safety skill set with linebacker size, his coverage looked great. In and out of his breaks, beautiful. Hips are great. His feet are great. Burst, everything. Strength, wants to thump you, wants to hit you. And he has a very natural nose for the football. Playing running back and then playing on the opposite side at linebacker, there's a lot of similarities with how a running back reads the holes and how a linebacker has to read those same holes. We also talked about that. I just think that he has such a really good knack, but on top of it, I could tell that with some of these clips, man, he will study film. He knows football. He's a real football player. It's just sometimes it's just natural. Like, I think that you're either born a football player or you're just flat out not. But this is what he was meant to do. And I think that moving forward, AC could potentially, if he has a big, 2025 year, he could work himself into a first-round draft pick. And that's why I have him, or, had him as a 5-star coming out of high school. But, yeah, I mean, just seeing it here, just really, really good coverage skills. I mean, just outstanding pretty much everything. So watch the way that he scrapes here, reads, and then here, boom. The way that he's able to put his foot in the dirt and just plant and move and explode out of breaks, dog, we're going to see a lot of the same things. But that goes back to my point. As a freshman, he lost a couple of steps. So he lost a little bit of, what I thought was special with his game. So now this is him as a freshman. Like we said, not too many snaps, only played for half of the season, but watch what he does here. These are just, some of his best plays and things like that. But you can see it here, right? Like, this is him. Some of these clips he's going to be playing at Mike. I like him a lot better playing at Will. So the difference there is that Mike typically has to take on more blocks from the offensive line. Like, Mike is going to more or less keep the will clean. So you take your fastest linebacker and let them play at will because they can roam around. They're typically in coverage more. You'll see them blitzing more. But Yeah, I just think that that's where AC probably fits the best at on this level and on the next level. But he'll still freaking strike you. Like you can see it there. So if it's AC playing at will, then you have a guy like Jeremiah Lander or like a Edwin Spillman playing at Mike. I think that if he can kind of stick there, which is what we saw last season, especially at this point, when we still had Peely out there. Peely could take up a whole lot of those blocks, and then AC could kind of roam around free. But if he could do more of that, he's going to be a major problem moving forward for this team. Now, this right here, this is his coverage stuff. This is him guarding Jeremiah Smith in a red zone situation. Look at that coverage. If you can guard the best wide receiver for sure in this country, but this year, but I mean, shoot, he was probably the best last year too, and he's, I would say, the best that I've seen in a long time. Like I literally, I watched Jeremiah Smith in spring practice. I think as a freshman, he didn't even do anything. Like I think he just ran like a straight line. I was like, dude, he's Julio Jones in the NFL. That's the type of skill set that AC can guard, and you see him there doing a great job in zone coverage, big time pick. But he has everything that we're looking for. Got back to playing with speed last season. One of my things, though, for AC that I think he needs to get a little bit better at is not getting fooled with his eyes. Of course, he's going to get, way, way better now that this is his third year send-off season. And also, I think playing with some strength and in here on this blitz, you have to close. He's got to do a much better job blitzing. That should have been a sack. But it's not just AC. It was several players. I think that as far as getting sacks, the whole team could have closed better, something that we need to work on. But now I think that the game slows down for him because he wants to play with his hair on fire. Like he wants to go full speed, and he has great closing speed. But it's just about being able to play fast while also having a like low heart rate, while not getting to the point of contact and whiffing on tackles and things like that. But also as we get kind of further into this, you'll see him doing that little shoulder shrug thing that the Alabama linebackers did beautifully last season. If he continues to work on those little things, I'm telling you, man, he could be the number one linebacker taken. He's got that sort of a skill set. Once he goes to the NFL Combine, which he will get to go, we're talking about a guy that I could easily see running a 4.40 at 6 feet tall, 235, 240 pounds. He's one of those guys. So he needs to have a very, very big year. I'm expecting that he will. I think that he will look like a 5-star this season. For the past couple of years, really more so last season, I'd call him a 4-star, like a very high 4-star, right on the cusp. But if he does those little things that we just talked about, if he can get that fixed for this year, he will have played like a 5-star within 3 years at Tennessee, and he'll go on to be a first-round draft pick and help us to land even more linebackers. So, I think the coach Inge is going to help him out tremendously. Like we kind of touched on, he's got the passion, he's got the fire, he's a dog. He's always studying film, he's always trying to get better. So I'm very much looking forward to this defense taking another step forward with Coach Banks, because we have guys leading us like a Arion Carter, and also next to him, Jeremiah Lander. But that's going to do it for this video. Y'all please do share your thoughts down in the comment section. And as always, please do make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and go join us on Patreon, man. Patreon.com/Bluechip Breakdown. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you on the next one. Peace. Thanks for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, because that keeps us growing inside of the YouTube algorithm. And if you did like this video, here's another one that you might also enjoy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.